Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and a welcome back to the beautiful Peak District. So, 12th of October today, Mrs. S' birthday, and I said to her, what do you want to do on your birthday? And she goes, climb a mountain. Now unfortunately where we live, it's rather flat, so we don't have any mountains, and it's also a substantial distance from any other mountains. So we've come up to the peaks instead to do 2 hills, which will total more feet of elevation than one singular mountain. So we're here to do Park House Hill and Chrome Hill. I've made my return, but I can safely say the weather conditions ain't much better. So, other bit of news, I'm a little bit crocked. So I've actually fractured my elbow and my wrist. So, yeah. Sorry, Miss S just checking which way we climb this place, because that looks rather steep. Looks like it's been walked before, we'll go this way. So yeah, been laid up for a couple of weeks, and this is the first time I've been out with the camera since, so I'm taking it easy. I'm being rather cautious with my step, because I don't want to slip over and make it any worse. Now, today's vlog, why I'm not looking to upgrade to a mirrorless camera from a digital DSLR yet. Now, we'll touch on that in one moment, but right now I'm going to be cautious and make this steep ascent to, first of all, top of Park House Hill. Okay, so made it to the top of Park House Hill, and to be totally honest with you, I couldn't really see any images. Obviously it's quite narrow, pointed top, but I just couldn't see any decent compositions, which is a bit of a shame. What I'm hoping for is when we get to the top of Chrome Hill, there'll actually be something for me. One thing I would say as well, that bit just there, yeah, it's rather slippery when wet. Yeah, a little bit dangerous coming down that bit. Took us quite some time to actually get down, but we made it. We're both safe, thankfully. But yeah, we made it. So yeah, on to Chrome Hill. Okay, so Parkhouse Hill done. Now, while I'm making the climb up Chrome Hill after my disappointing trip up here last time, as we said, the thing I wanted to talk about today in this vlog was why I won't be upgrading to mirrorless yet. Now, shimmying under here. Okay, so there are a couple of reasons why. First one, cost. Now, I'm a Canon user, as you know, and at the moment for me there'd only be two real options that I would be interested in. One of them, it's slippery. One of them is the original EOS R. Now, it's basically a 5D Mark IV in a smaller body. Basically, I'm sure it could garner some comments, me saying that, to say all the differences. But obviously one of them is some of the quirky functionality, which has deterred me from going from that, from my 5DS. The other one is the R5. Now, some people could say, what about the R6, Mike? It's cheaper than the R5 and just as good. It's 20 megapixel. Now, I do some serious large format printing sometimes, and 20 meg, I'd have to push the enlargements, things like that. So I wrote that one off. The R's 30 and the R5 is 45. So the R5 does interest me. It really, really does. But at $3,500 for the moment, well, that's $3,500 from one or two of the grey import sites. UK based sites, you're looking at near 4.5. Now, for that kind of money, this is steep, but for that kind of money, the amount of kit that you could buy is ridiculous. Things like new tripods, upgrading lenses, and other things outside of that would help with photography, but aren't photography related. Now, one of the final reasons I'll come back to as I make it further up here, but I'm going to try and catch my breath as we continue to climb Chrome Hill. Okay, so it's a little bit windy up here to say the least, but we've made it just back there, top of Chrome Hill. Now we are going to get a move on in a minute because it is scheduled to rain, and I don't fancy getting stuck out and getting soggy because we got about 2.5 hour drive home. So I have lined up the last shot as well. It's just looking down the ridges, just down there. Yeah, you can see them looking down into the valley. Now I have already taken the shot, which I'm quite glad about, because it looked like there's some rain falling in the distance and it just added a nice bit of atmosphere over there. But it seems to have kind of lifted a little bit. But yeah, actually hopefully it looks all right once I get it back on the computer, because it looks fine on the back of the camera. So yeah, last reason then that I won't be upgrading to a mirrorless camera yet is Canon's stance on not allowing third-party camera lens manufacturers to use the RF mount. Now I know you can get the adapters and stuff, but it would just make life so much easier if Sigma was able to actually just manufacture RF mount lenses. Oh, sorry if there's a lot of wind noise. And that's a really big one for me, because I'm such a massive Sigma fanboy. I traded up my L series lenses to get the Sigma Art lenses. I just prefer them personally, and until they can manufacture our mounts. Now they do a mount swap as well, Sigma. It does cost you, but it's not as much as buying all new lenses. So yeah, when that time happens, that's probably what I'll do. And that's a really, really big reason for me. Obviously Canon are producing more and more mirrorless R system cameras, and apparently there's a lot more in the pipeline. Rumours are that they're making basically an R replacement. We'll see. So there'll be more stuff that will be more affordable than the R5, but at the same time, until we can get the Sigma lenses on there, it's not of interest to me. So there you have it. That is the whole caboodle of why I won't be upgrading to a Canon mirrorless camera yet. So now, yeah, I'm going to sign off because yeah, the sky's getting more and more miserable now and I don't want to get too soggy. So yeah, obviously if you have liked this video, do give us the old thumbs up, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe from down the bottom, and yeah, this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.